Hey guys, this is Nico here, just doing a quick video. This is not going to be super edited or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I'm just using my podcasting microphone to do this sort of impromptu video here. This is a tough one, I ain't gonna lie. I have a bad habit with procrastinating videos on this channel especially. Um, and I know I wanted to do something for Stan Lee to pay tribute to him, but I didn't want it to take a long time. So down the road, there's a possibility that I will do something better than this. But for right now, I just want to pay tribute to the man who helped shape my childhood. I'm not exploiting his death. I'm not exploiting anything. I just really do want to pay tribute to a man who helped shape my life. As you know, this YouTube channel is primarily about comics and movies, typically comic book related movies, and anything geek culture related. And Stan Lee is the man who helped shape my fascination and obsession and love and everything relating to geek culture. As you know, Stan Lee, co-creator of some of the most iconic Marvel characters and the head honcho at Marvel for a majority of its years, has passed away. And a lot of celebrity deaths come and go, throughout. Every time you watch the TV, once in a while a celebrity passes away and you always feel sad. I always feel sad myself. And it's always really sad when a celebrity passes away, but there's only a handful of celebrities where you really feel an attachment to. And I feel such an attachment to Stan Lee, even though I've never met him, because Stan Lee has shaped my childhood more than any other celebrity. And a lot of people like to throw celebrity around almost like as a pejorative. They throw celebrity around like it's a bad thing. And it's hard to imagine now that a world where celebrity and talent are not mutually exclusive. But with Stan Lee's case, the man was more than a celebrity, more than a face, more than a personality. He was a great talent. He rejuvenized the superhero genre with Fantastic Four. He created Fantastic Four, which changed the superhero landscape and the comic book industry forever. This man gave hope and faith to millions, if not billions, across the world. And I am one of them. I almost feel like I lost a family member. This is a very, very hard thing for me to process. I know he was 95 and he lived a long, amazing life. He truly is a legend. One thing I am grateful for is that he was alive to see everybody appreciate his work. When I was young, especially in elementary school and in middle school, a lot of people did not appreciate comics the same way I did. I had to go around school looking for the geeks, looking for the nerds, the cliques, the small group of people who would know what you're talking about. And then everyone else would make fun of you for knowing a lot about comic books. And then finally, with the first Iron Man movie, there was a turning point where everyone appreciated the work. Everyone started to appreciate comics, and everyone started to see the value in these stories and the relevance, historical and cultural, of these comic books. So I'm glad that Stan Lee was alive to see everybody, not just the cliquey nerds in the corner of a classroom, not just the band geeks, not just the small group of people in a playground or in a skate park, not just the rebels who feel disheartened with their family life. Everybody knows, loves, and appreciates Marvel Comics now. And not just Marvel Comics, but superheroes. people have finally begun to realize the impact and the relevance of these heroes. Things like Black Panther representation of a culture that has felt misrepresented for a long time. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were always ahead of the curve when it came to civil rights and race relations and many cultural importances. In the X-Men comics, Magneto and Charles Xavier were mirrors. They were parallels of the civil rights movement and discrimination in America. Magneto was a parallel to Malcolm X, and Professor X was a parallel to Martin Luther King. They take these cultural relevant ideas, they take important subject matters that we need to talk about and present it in a way that can appeal to anybody of any age. A lot of people think comic books are for kids. That's what the stigma was for a long time. But Stan Lee took his audience seriously. And he inspired many, many other people like Roy Thomas and Ed Brubaker and Mark Millar and Frank Miller to make adult stories that appealed to everybody and actually said something important. Stan Lee, with Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, all did that. Stan Lee is a legend and will forever remain a legend in the industry. You cannot undermine his importance in the comic world, and not just the comic world or the movie world, but just our world culturally. This man is going down in the history books where he truly belongs. He left his stamp on the world to show the world they are not alone, and that these stories of superheroes can help people through their darkest times. He is truly a legend, and he'll be remembered forever. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. You're up there with your friends now and your family. Your impact can never be understated. Make mine marvel. Excelsior.